Hi, I'm Elsabie from elsabiesmith.com. This is the introduction to the series Create Your Perfect Life, Flow with the Moon Phases. We know that New Year's resolutions don't last, and neither do fads like flash-in-the-pan diets that are not well thought through. So, in this series, we are going to work on choosing what you want to be and have, and combining that with the new moon. And then also letting go of what no longer serves you with the full moon. And the only way to get this to work is to start from the bottom up, not start halfway. So yes, you do want a spiritual change to your life. Do you think you can just grab onto some emotion and get rid of it and voila, there's a spiritual change? Or you hang on to a spiritual law and you start applying this law and Bob's your uncle, there's a change. Actually, it's not as simple as that. In my personal experience and my experience with many clients, it is better to start from the bottom up. Start with your body. Get complete control over your body. Then work on your mind, which is all of those nasty emotions, energies in motion that get you in trouble all the time. Then focus on the heavy stuff, which is the soul. It is so much easier to work with a plan or a pattern and then see small changes. I always like to say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. During this journey, you're going to learn interesting things about the moon, whether it be the new moon or the full moon. You will also have the opportunity to get your life in order one step at a time. Now, why do I want to link this to a moon? Am I suddenly becoming a pagan? I'm not, and there's nothing wrong with being a pagan either. But there's the moon and there's the link between the moon and water. Consider that the planet consists of 70% of water. So does your body. So when the tide changes, our brain waves change, our activities change. During the new moon and during the full moon, your blood pressure drops, you are more focused. In astrology, they say that the moon rules your inner world. So if you go with the energy of the new moon and the full moon, you will achieve more. It also gives you the opportunity to eat that elephant one bite at a time. With the new moon, the sun sign and the moon sign are aligned. What I mean with that is if the sun sign of a new moon is Taurus, then the moon sign for that same new moon is also Taurus. The result is that you have concentrated energies of whatever the sun and the moon sign is. This creates a portal for new beginnings. And you will probably find that during the new moon you have low energy, which is fine because it is a period of resting, recharging, and renewing. This new moon is where you use your inner world to plan changes and get going with those changes. The new moon goes with a new beginning, where you set intentions for your creation and manifestation. So the new moon is about birth, it's about growth. It is also about continuation of any existing actions and activities. What you want to do is fill your void with something new and enriching, and you want to seize all opportunities. During the new moon, you are also more open to receiving guidance and healing and support. We then grow together with this new moon until it's a full moon. When you stick with a plan until the full moon, you have a new habit. So the full moon is the time for endings. You have increased energy and you can use this increased energy to let go of habits and emotions. Use the full moon to resolve your baggage, let go of grudges, and also let your actions come to fruition. You will get rewards for sticking to new habits. The full moon will allow you to accept revelations, in other words, find your wisdom. The full moon is also the time to acknowledge the support you got with these new habits and actions and projects. The full moon is the time for forgiving yourself, finding your wisdom. That's what forgiveness is about. So with the full moon, once you have forgiven yourself, it will be so much easier to get rid of habits and thoughts and prejudice and preconceived ideas once you've forgiven yourself. Then you can easily move on. With this series, I'm going to give you new information with every new moon and full moon about that new and full moon. You will learn about the moon characteristics for the period. You will then use that energy to focus on one thing at a time to create or let go. You will focus on one aspect with each session. And if you wish, you could share your intentions and results with others in a Telegram group. This could get exciting. The series is going to start with the body. We need to look at nourishment, movement, recuperation and sanitation. Yes, that's basic. That's basic. But how do you want to feel more love when you don't even make your bed in the morning? How do you want to get rid of anger when you can't control your eating habits? You see, there's a plan behind this. So we're going to start with the body. Then we're going to clear the mind of one destructive emotion after the next. What do I mean with destructive emotions? Anything that rules you, for example, anger, fear, vanity. Those are just examples. There are quite a few more that we will focus on. Once we've got this solid basis where you have control over your body and over your emotions, then we will focus on the laws of the soul, which includes love, hope, patience, kindness, and a few others. That will give you the satisfaction of knowing that you have changed one thing at a time and that the change is permanent. What do you need to do for this? Simple. You do an investment of £9.95 per session. If you're in a different country with a different currency, the website will allow you to check out in your currency. But the base currency will be £9.95 per session. Let me ask you, how much do you spend on junk food? How much do you spend on coffee? This is nothing. This is nothing if considering that you're going to change one habit, one preconceived idea at a time, and the change will be permanent. To indicate your interest in this program, I'm putting a link below this video where you can indicate your interest and you will then receive emails with the dates on which each session will be released. You can then choose whether you want to buy the session or not. If you don't, that's fine. If you do, you are going to see one miracle after the next happen. Obviously, there might be healing involved in this. So if you do want to have healing, go to elsabysmith.com and find the zone technique there. I am getting astounding results with this technique. And you might want to share in these miracles. I'm really looking forward to joining this journey with you. This journey of creating your perfect life by flowing with the moon phases. I will see you on the next session.